Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Messages from Above with Toni G. Toni is a world-renowned psychic medium. She has had the gift of being a psychic medium and channel her entire life. Toni hosts 2 TV shows, Create a Life You Love and Psychic Medium Toni G. She is also the author of 5 books. Being a healer and a hypnotist as well, it is her purpose and her passion to help you in every way she can. Phone lines are open now. Call in 858-365-5593 and let Toni answer your questions about life, love, finances, or help you connect with a loved one on the other side. Enjoy the show. Hello and happy Monday, everybody. So excited for today's show. Couple little things. First the self-promotion, because I'm horrible at it and don't like doing it. So if you'd like a private reading or to book a clearing with me, you can click my little button on whatever venue you're listening to that takes you to my website. It'll give you all the information you need for that. Or you can just go to my website, TONIG.info, ToniG.info. And I have 7 books out, all channeled from angels. Yep, however I would say that. So today, there's my promo bit. Now let's get to the show, the actual show. Today we're going to talk about energy and maybe a little bit about karma. I don't know if I believe in karma, but I must. I don't believe in karma the way people talk about karma. Like you did something bad, now something bad's going to happen to you. I don't believe in that, because then that's just like vendettas, vindictiveness, right? But this is where it leads into the talk about energy. We all have a frequency and energy, and whatever we're doing, whomever we're around, that puts us in that frequency. If you want to know where your energy level, your vibrational level, your frequency level is, look at the people you're around. Where are they? How are they behaving? What are they doing? Now, you can be in a really good frequency and be a good person, and talking with or being around people who you know or don't know are doing sketchy things. And all of a sudden, your frequency goes down because their energy or their vibration or frequency is a lower level. And it's going to bring yours down. I'm just telling you, it's like the flu, you're going to catch it. You might not even know this is what you're catching, but you're going to catch it. You are. And I'll give you an example in a few moments. Just let's all get through this part here that I'm channeling. So you want to be sure that you're watching your frequency, your energy. And if you notice changes, like one of the biggest indicators that your frequency is not where it needs to be, your energetic level is not where it needs to be, is you might feel a little bit more tired or just not well, a little foggy in the head, like, what was I going to do, blah, blah, blah. If you start having those indicators, then you know, okay, it's time for me to get cleared, and then it's time to look at what's going on around me, who's around me, how do I feel when I'm around this person. Now, there's a caveat. I hope that's the right word. That's what they made me say. And that is, sometimes when you hang out with sociopaths and narcissists, you feel really good when you're around them. sociopaths have a way of doing that, right? But deep down, you know something isn't right. I'm not going to go off on the whole sociopath thing. There are plenty of books out there to read about them. So we're going to veer away from that, and we're going to go back to when you feel genuinely content around someone. Not that really high because they're stroking your ego or in a momentary thing. They're buying into drama or you're buying into their drama. They're making you feel so important because they're listening to your drama, whatever it is. That's not it. It's that feeling content and at peace, feeling that you want, okay? That's really important to understand. And if you are around someone who there is drama with, examine that. What part of you is feeding that? What part of them is feeding that? Examine that. Okay. So as I move forward into this vibration frequency, energy level thing, here's what I'm going to say to you. It's important that you take responsibility for where you are and your energy. Okay? Sure, your boss can be in a horrible mood and lash out at you, and then that will maybe affect your energy or your frequency and make you in a lower frequency or in a bad mood also. But there's a way that you can look at things and understand things and say, that's not me. This has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to accept this. I'm going to reject that. I'm going to push back on that feeling, not on my boss, on that feeling, right? So here's what I'm going to start with a clearing to just clear our energy, right? Because energy is what we are. We are energy. We're a ball of energy. We're either bright, brilliant energy, calm, peaceful energy, chaotic energy, whatever it is. That's what it is. It is what it is. That's what we are. So the first clearing is to just our energy is clear. So let's clear that for everybody listening, re-listening. And, you can come back and listen to this every day and get your energy cleared every day. Now, a couple little examples of what can bring your energy down and some examples of some karmic stuff. One example is if you have somebody who is not trustworthy, let's just say they always lie to you, then you know they lie to everybody because people are not selective in their behaviors. People have a pattern. And it's not personal to you. First, let's get that straight. Nothing is anything anyone does, it's not personal to you. This is who they are. This is their shit they are carrying. Don't carry it for them. Okay, don't. And don't let them put it on you. If you don't want to call someone on their stuff, just walk away. It's easier. Trust me, it's so much easier to walk away. If you have somebody who's behaving or participating in scandalous behavior, let's say cheating, especially long-term cheating, and they're lying to everybody in their life, they're just treating you the same way, whether you want to admit it or not. Okay? And I'm going to say, if you're around someone who's doing this, and this isn't to say this is necessarily a bad person. Maybe they need to work on some ethics or whatever it is. Not a judgment here, just saying. Eventually, you're going to start to pick up that cheating energy and think everybody's cheating. Eventually, you're going to pick up that lying energy, and it really affects your trust level, okay? And then is there a such thing as karma that if you're holding a secret for people, that not only might it enter your mind, who's holding secrets against me, right? Because now this is in your head. But and is this happening to me? So it's just better to just let go of that and move on. Now, if you can't trust a person or they're doing something scandalous to somebody else and manipulating for whatever reason, you have to know that's the person and they're just treating everybody like that. That's their makeup. That's their genetic makeup. It is not personal. And you have to be strong enough to walk away from people who don't have good integrity or character. If you are a person of integrity and character. Because I do believe in every self-help book, Anthony Robbins to, why can't I think of any of their names right now? Every spiritual book, every self-help book will say that the people you hang around with are the people you thrive to end up being like, whether you know it or not. You always want to hang out with people who have a little more character, a little more success, a little bit more, however you want to put that, because you want to be going up the ladder, okay? You want to be going up that ladder of frequency, energy, vibration. Now, I don't know if I should share this, but I'm going to. There is a person in my life, I've known this person for a very long time, and you can love someone but say done. And the moment I said done with this person, and I knew on the inside, I was like, that's it, no more, so done. And in my mind and in my soul, I cut this person. I literally, and if anybody has felt this, anybody else has felt this, I want to know about it because it's an amazing feeling. It'll tell me two things. Number one, you're really in touch with your energy and you can feel this. And number two, I'm not the only one. I literally really heavy energy leaving me. Just leaving me. I felt it literally lifting off of me. And that was this person's energy leaving me because I said done, no more. And all of this particular person's energy that had meshed with my energy literally lifted out and left. Okay? And that, from that moment on, I felt amazing. I felt really good. I was very happy. Now, this person, because of the nature of the beast, it kind of would, how do I say this? If they reach out again and try to, once their energy is lifted off of you, especially, once you've disconnected that energy, and they try to reach out again and use their tricks or their way of being, it hits you so hard because you're no longer enmeshed in that energy. And you see it exactly for what it is. And I know people listening have had this experience. I just know you have. So my point is, if you want to be in the highest frequencies, the highest vibrations, if you want to be clean, you can't play with the mud. Okay, that's it. You can't be rolling in the mud going, I want to be clean. Okay, you got to go home. You got to take a shower. You got to get that dirt off of you. You got to get that mud off of you. And then you have to be around people that are where you want to be. Okay? That is the best way. Now, so many people I'm working with, so many people right now who want to be in those higher frequencies, and they're asking me to help me to connect with loved ones on the other side. Teach me how to be more intuitive, more of a medium. I really want to be able to hear my own angels. Okay, I can do that. I can start clearing you. I can start, I don't clear you, the angels do. I can help you clear away all the things that are blocking this and open those pathways for you, because we all have that gift, okay? We do. We can all be as intuitive as we choose to be by letting go of fear, by letting go of negativity, by letting go of lower energies. Boom, boom, and boom. That's how it happens, folks. When we're having those best days, when we're riding that cloud and we're flying through the sky, so to say, we're right there with them. When our energy is really high, we are right there with them. Anything that pulls our energy down, whether it's another person's energy connecting with us, something that somebody else says, or if it's our own stuff, we got to clean that up, okay? We have to. It's our responsibility to keep our space clean. It's like saying, my kitchen's filthy, dirty, but that's not my problem. It is. You're the one who has to clean your kitchen. Your body is your home. Your body is your energy force. It's your frequency, and you are responsible for it. And I always, when people have a problem sticking up for themselves or making the right choice for themselves because they feel badly, they feel sorry for another person, first of all, stop. Believe me, I've just had enough circumstances where I know these people always have people feeling sorry for them and just let them go, because sometimes the only way someone will learn is if you let them go and they have to look at it. But more importantly, here's what I tell people. Inside of you is a spark of God. And if you're okay letting somebody treat you badly, that's on you. But don't let somebody treat your spark of God badly. If you wouldn't let somebody directly talk to an angel or God this way, or a baby, then you don't let them treat you that way. You don't let them immerse that energy on you, okay? And the only way to raise your frequency is to be in a space where you are cultivating your energy the way you want it to be. You're cultivating your frequency, your vibration to the level you want it to be. Okay, if you really want your life, you want that job, you want that partner, you want that whatever it is that you want, and you're waiting 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 and you're waiting. First of all, stop waiting. Okay, it's great to put something out into the universe, but then you can't sit on the couch eating bonbons going, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Because it's not there yet. Because you didn't do anything inside of you to change your thought process, to change your belief system, to put you in a higher frequency or energy that would say, okay, now I'm on the same level as what I want. And believe me, I've read the books. I've listened to the CDs. I should own Audible, okay? And all of that is good. It's good. It gives you those key statements that say, oh, yeah, that makes so much sense. Boom, the light bulb just went on. But then the light bulb dims, right? Right? Because we're doing the same old, we're seeing the same old, and we're having the same old result. The same people come flushing through our lives that are not good necessarily people. And believe me, if somebody's not good, if they're cheating on someone, if they're lying to everybody they know about the cheating, oh, you can bet your bottom damn dollar they're fucking lying. Ooh, excuse my French. Lying to you too, because that's who they are. Okay? If somebody's manipulating other people, they are manipulating you too. That's who they are. Clean that up and get around better people because you deserve it. Now, I'm going to tell you this also. If you feel like you can't do that, be by yourself for a minute and start looking at where these beliefs come from. When did this program start that it's okay for this? If you want to be in that frequency where you get what you want, do you believe you can get what you want? Oh, I'm going no, so let's clear that. Because trust me, if you don't believe you can get or have or keep what you want, you won't. We're not crazy. This universe brings to us what we believe with our heart, not what we simply put out there. You have to believe it with your heart and with your head. You have to believe it. You have to get yourself to a certain level, the same level as what you want. And then you have to believe it's for you. And I'm going to tell you, everything here is for you. There is no restriction. Only in your head, and maybe because of your upbringing, maybe because of what you heard or saw in your upbringing, but only in your head is there limits. Do you remember when we were young? Well, maybe some of you on the phone are much younger than me, or some of you listening are younger, still young. But when we were young, we didn't know we couldn't have everything. We didn't realize there were limits. We just saw everything was so much, and somehow as we got older, it got smaller and smaller and more limited. And why? Because of past experiences. But I'm going to tell you something. Those past experiences, they were to build us up, not hold us down, to make us resourceful, to show us this is a plane, a planet of creation. And if it didn't work this way, go this way. There are so many different roads. Just pick one and take it. So you have to make your belief concrete that this is doable, this is possible, and this is for me. Okay? This is for me. Once you do that, and it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. I'm going to share another little personal thing here with you because I think it's so imperative that this is shared. It's not a brag in any way. It's just a fact. One night I was praying, and I pray every night as I fall asleep. And I was praying, and all of a sudden, it's like my higher self or an angel stepped in and took over. I was done praying for everybody that I always pray for, and I'd never done this before. But in my prayer, like my higher self, and when you get to that space, that space of meditation or that space of the gap, as they call it, you become the observer. And when you're the observer, your highest self will show you things you never knew or never thought possible. And my higher self or an angel kicked in and said, what I really want is, and I remember thinking, oh, that's a pretty bold way to talk to God. Wow. But I was in that space, that deep, deep space. And then there was a list of things that came out. And these are things that I had wanted. These are things that I really, truly wanted to bring into my existence. And I think I fell asleep while my higher self went on. Okay, I'm just going to say that. So then I woke up the next morning, didn't remember anything about it. And then a couple months later, and it did take a couple of months, I was driving off of a car lot with a brand new vehicle that somebody had gifted me. And I thought in my head, all of a sudden, I remembered the prayer. And I said, oh my God, this is from my prayer. And then all of the things that had been happening up into that point and everything I had been receiving, I realized, oh my God, this is from my prayer. This is everything I prayed for that night. And it's here now. It's presenting to me. But I got my conscious mind out of the way. That part of my brain that says, how is that going to happen? Yeah, right. That would never come. That doesn't happen. It does. You have to go to that space, that very special space where the conscious mind is no longer in charge. And you're so deep in with your angels and the universe. And then you put it out there without thinking the negative thoughts. Okay? And then from that moment, you let it go. But you do have to be in that space where you don't think this is not possible. This is not for me. You have to 100% believe in it. You have to 100% know that this universe is ready to deliver to you whatever it is you want, whatever it is you need, whatever it is you can comprehend. So many people are asking, just give me any job. And I get that right now. But guess what? Then you get a job and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want this. Why would you give me such a crappy job? Because you said any job with desperation, and they gave you a desperation job. Sit back and visualize the job you really want. And so many of us are meant to be entrepreneurs, and we're not, because we're so chained to the idea that somebody needs to pay us, and we won't make it on our own if we try. Believe me, you put in just as much work as an entrepreneur, maybe more, than you do as an employee, but the passion and the happiness and the joy that comes from it is so much better than being a slave to somebody else's dream. And for some people, they love working for somebody else, and that's amazing, and that's perfect. But if you have that entrepreneurial spirit, jump, do it, go for it. You can do your job and start your entrepreneurial dream at the same time. People say, I don't have time. Turn off the TV. You'll have time. Believe me. Now, I'm going to do another clearing on energy here. Our frequency is continually raising. Let's clear that, because this show is imperative for you to get where you want to be and to know how to get there, to really be able to, whether it be communicate with loved ones on the other side, or get answers for yourself, or get that career or business started, or whatever it is. It's all about your frequency, where you are and where you want to be. Your vibrational level will take you and deliver to you what you believe. Now, and again, I compare it to this. If you walk into a funeral home, you're instantly brought down. You can be in the best mood. You can be in the worst mood and walk into a club. And the moment you step into that club, the moment you get close to that club, your energy starts going up, and you're all of a sudden moving, and you don't even realize it. It's a boom, 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 boom. And you're like dancing with it, and you're just there, okay? Now, we're always someplace in between. Find that way to incrementally increase your energy every single day, whether it be with meditation, whether it be with clearings, whether it be whatever it is for you. that you need to do to raise your frequency, letting go of people that you don't even realize how much they're holding you or bringing you down, do it and change your life. I'm here every Monday for 30 minutes. So please join me next Monday at noon Central Time.